like which bodybuilder do you like that maybe had not been Mr. Olympia before?
Kai Green.
Kai Green. Wow. I'm glad Kai Green didn't win any of the Olympias, though. So I'll be honest with you. So I guess you want to translate that, Habib?
I hope next year to become a colder winter, because this year it wasn't that cold and I was feeling warm.
Mr. Olympia 2021, the two competitors, why you beat them. If in your mind you think you should beat them, how do you beat Brandon Curry? Why do you beat Brandon Curry?
تقارن بالا تقارن پایین‌تنه اینا رو با هم مقایسه می‌کنیم.
Okay, so symmetry. He's talking about symmetry. He says if you pull the pictures of Brandon Curry versus him and you pull symmetry from the upper body to the lower body, you're going to see a difference. Go ahead.
برندون یکی از بهترین دوستای منه، شامل نمیشه.
Okay, so he basically says that there's a lack of symmetry between his upper body and his lower body. Is that pretty accurate?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
بالاتنه بزرگ، پای کوچیک بدون جزئیات.
Okay, بدون جزئیات, I don't know.
With no separation.
Okay, so he says his upper body is really, really big, and then he's got smaller legs, and then he doesn't have enough separation to be able to complete his physique, basically.
اما خیلی کم بوده داره، خیلی چیزا من دارم اون نداره. و بیگرامی
Okay, let me do that. But he thinks he has a lot of shortcomings versus Hadi's physique, with the fact that he feels like he has a lot more strengths versus Brandon's weaknesses, especially I think he's referring to the conditioning part of it is where
and also he said he weighed more than him,
right?
Like I think 30 pounds, 20 pounds. Mm-hmm. But still he thinks he has more muscle compared to him and more separation.
Okay.
Big Ramy now.
And then now what about Big Ramy and you?
و فرق من و بیگرامی در وزن هست. فکر کنم که هر کسی سنگین تر باشه مقام بهتری میگیره. ایشون 30 کیلو از من سنگین ترن.
Right. So he's Big Ramy's really big. Again, Big Ramy. He outweighs him by over 60 pounds.
بیگرامی زیبایی قهرمانی مثل المپیا رو نداره.
He doesn't have the ideal Mr. Olympia physique in his opinion. So
و اون فقط گنده است.
He's big, but it's just feels like, he's got a lot of size.
و اگه بیام قهرمان مثل المپیا رو با سالهای قبل مقایسه کنم فاصله زیبایی ها خیلی میشه.
He says that they're much more symmetrical and they're much more aesthetic in the past Mr. Olympias, if you compare where Big Ramy is now with the previous winners.
و فکر کنم فقط بیگرامی به گنده بودن و سنگین بودن داره برنده میشه.
He said he's winning off of pure size.
و نه در زیبایی.
And not in aesthetics.
و باز من به نظر داورا احترام میذارم.
Yeah, but he says at the end of the day he respects the judge's call, and that's, he respects it 100%.
زمستون خوبی بیاد چون من امسال خیلی گرمم بود.
He says, I guess you want to translate that, Habib?
So he said, I hope next year to become a colder winter, because this year it wasn't that cold and I was feeling warm.
He was feeling warm in the cold winter. The big saying is the winter is coming. And that's the Ramy saying. And he said that he was feeling very warm during this Ramy winter.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Ramy still won. He still got his hand out. And I'm sure he's laughing right now because, again, we're really good friends and we love Big Ramy a lot. But again, the competitive nature of this thing, I mean, Hadi wants to win. I know Hadi. He wants to win, and he wants to really prove that you don't have to be that big to win the Sandow. You just have to be that good, because he talks about it every day. He talks about it in the gym when you and I are training. He talks about how cut he wants to come in, how grainy he wants to come in. And so I feel like he did it. I feel like he really, really did it. So one of the other questions is, who do you like? Which bodybuilder do you like that maybe had not been Mr. Olympia before, but that you felt like either should have been Mr. Olympia or somebody that you have your like who are your favorites or do you have one?
با احترام به همه اون قهرمانایی که اون سال قهرمان
With all due
شدن.
respect for all the people that did become Mr. Olympia that year.
Kai Green.
Wow. Flex Wheeler.
Kevin LeBron.
And Kevin LeBron. Awesome.
فکر کنم این سه تا باید یه استاندارد رو داشته باشن.
He thinks that maybe all those should have won at least one Mr. Olympia. I'm glad Kai Green didn't win any of the Olympias though. So I'll be honest with you. So you can have your opinion. Yeah. we're not gonna always agree, but it's okay. It's okay. I still love you. So من گفتم همه دیگه آره فقط کای گرین نه برای اینکه با فیل هیت جنگ زیاد کرده نه فقط اونو نتونست ببره چیز خوبی بود برای من. So it was good. So کدوم یکی تو بیشتر خوشت اومده بود از همه Olympia, like all the Olympia people that competed in Mr. Olympia, who is your favorite bodybuilder in the last 25 years? I know we all love Arnold, right? But Arnold is like, 45, 50 years old.
دوران خودم.
Yeah.
اول
Ronnie Coleman, okay. Phil Heath.
Jay Cutler. Dexter Jackson.
Then Dexter Jackson.
این 4 بدنسازی هستن که دکستر به من یاد میده که باید 25 سال مثل المپیا شرکت کنی تا بتونی ساندو ببری.
Okay, so basically the 4 people that he mentioned, Ronnie Coleman, Phil Heath, Dexter Jackson, I'm leaving out one, and Jay Cutler. Those are the people he looks up to. And then Dexter Jackson, because of the fact that he basically proved to him that 25 years of just relentlessly competing and training to be able to get to the top. Go ahead.
از رانی کولمن یاد میگیرم که اگه بخوای بزرگ بشی باید بزرگ تمرین کنی، سخت تمرین کنی. و اگه بخوای به پادشاهی برسی باید عاشقش باشی.
Basically said, okay, he learned consistency from the Dexter Jackson to be consistent for 25 years to get the title, and he learned hard working from Ronnie Coleman, and he learned from him if you want to be big and king, you need to be in love with this sport. And
you have to be passionate. Exactly. You have to be passionate. Yeah. And I think that is that's why he trains so crazy hard. I mean, guys, in 2019 when he was here, he squatted 10 days out, 1 week out, 5 plates, rear squats. You saw the videos, ass to ankles. Then this year for this last prep, he's been here for an entire month before we left for Orlando, so about 5 weeks out, and he did a week out, 4 plates in the hole with front squats, which is even harder to do than the 5 plates rear squat. And so obviously he trains crazy. So is that where he draws his thing? Did you, Ronnie Coleman and نگاه میکنی? Is that where you get it from? ویدیوهای رانی کولمن نگاه میکردی که خودت میخوای به اونجا برسونی خودت رو؟ Did you take yourself to that level because you watched the videos? ویدیوها رو نگاه میکردی برای همین اینقدر سخت کار میکردی؟ Yeah? Yeah. So that's inspirational for him, was watching the Ronnie Coleman videos.